Hello, Blizzard fans! This is FalconPaladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is between Plurmorant and Railgan on Moonlight Madness, the latter edition. Let's pull up their names, get rid of that. And in the bottom left of Moonlight Madness, we have the Red Zerg player with a difficult name. It is Plurmorant. Plurmorant. It feels French to me. Oh, and this is a rematch according to Railgan. Rematch hype. Plurmorant saying, yeah. Railgan saying I got tossed. Maybe Plurmorant played Protoss last time? I don't know. Either way, top right of the map, we have our Blue Zerg player. It is Railgan. Lots of discussions about previous games here, but this is a ZVZ featuring Railgan, which can be interesting. ZVZ and Legacy of the Void is definitely a lot more diverse than it is in Heart of the Swarm, so I expect to see Lurkers and Hydras and Lings and Banelings and all sorts of crazy units that are really fun to see and really fun to cast. So, moving on out. Oh, we're actually taking an expansion here very quickly by Railgan. And let's see here. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. The same thing is happening for Plurmorant at the same time. Both players are sending out their Overlords and ZVZ. What are we doing here? Pretty much the same thing, although Extractor coming out first for our blue friend Railgan, and spawning pool coming out earlier for the red player. Usually that means that the player who gets the spawning pool out a little bit later does have the advantage because they have more workers available. See, Railgan has 16 to 15. They can defend at the same time, but they're not going to lose to early harassment. But they just have that early economy advantage as well. Alright, so what's going on? Just more and more workers being made. And really not a whole lot happening here. So Overlords are passing each other in the night, saying, hello, friend. Look at that little shiny sparkly thing down here. Is this wreckage from something? Or is this a place where energy comes out of the ground? It's all barbed wired off. So be very, very careful not to come in here unless you jump off this ramp. It's easy to get inside. Zelnaga Watchtower perhaps having something to do with that. Maybe polluting the environment. I really don't know. So the Overlord comes out. Nobody has scouted with drones yet. And for the first time, they will see the other buildings. And they're going to say, oh, thank goodness. The other player went for an expansion, so did I. This is not a crazy one base bling baneling all in that I could probably defend, but it'd be stressful and I'd rather not. So here we come, Queens popping on out at the same time, and Roach Warren happening for our friend Plurmorant. Just sticking with Lings though is Railgun. He's getting speed as well. So speed Lings versus Roach is pretty good as long as there is a giant ball of roaches, and I don't think we can get that many out this soon. Railgun being pretty aggressive right now with how many Lings do we have? Six Lings at this point is pretty good. You can use it to kill a queen, kill some workers down here as well. Although if they're slow Lings, it can be difficult to get that surround on the queen. Oh, the queen actually backing out into a spot where the surround is impossible. Excellently played there. Plurmorant, and yeah, gonna back on out saying, okay, we have roaches, we have a queen in a good position. This is a good fellow Zerg player, and the Lings maybe gonna get a scout off, but no, instead they say, you know what, there are 3 roaches and a queen, it's time to back on out. And yeah, just kind of poke back in and make the opponent think I'm coming back, but I'm not. Gonna take a third base instead. So the thing is that Lings kind of have map control. You can't really move out with your roaches for fear that the Lings will come back and kill you. So you can expand fairly quickly and fairly without fear at this point, getting your own Roach Warren obviously, but at this point you can kind of do whatever you want. Also try to find additional bases to kill. Railgun just poking in. I think he's just kind of testing the waters to see what's going on with Plurmorant, and what he finds is going to make him fairly happy, I have to assume. Excuse me there, just a little bit of a choking attack, coughing attack. These Lings are trying to take down this debris. We have our, Tastalope and Artisalope, which is a tasteless and Artosis, Tastosis reference, 2 of the more famous casters in the StarCraft 2 world. Meanwhile, nothing really much going on. Both players are macroing up. Are we getting macro hatches? Nope. That's actually a base coming down for Plurmorant. Does get scattered out by the Overlords. These Lings want to break down this debris and kill this base so bad, but they can't. They're only Lings. They have tiny little claws that poke away at things and don't hit very hard. Look at them go. Rah, rah, rah. Just not enough damage to get through the 3 armor hardened material that this debris has. What's going on with our red friend? I think our red Zerg player has something in mind. He is getting speed for his roaches, definitely wants those. Nobody has a Hydralisk done yet. That's kind of interesting. Usually, in ZVZ and Legacy of the Void, we have a lot of Hydralisk type stuff, Hydralisk play. Roach Warrens are not all that we'll ever see, but this could just be a straight up Roach on Roach battle. And after I talked about how diverse Zerg versus Zerg is in Legacy of the Void, please don't let me down, you guys. Make some new stuff That's what you got to do. Evolution Chamber, good. That's good, I guess. Getting upgrades for your roaches can be super nice, but at the same time, oh my gosh, Lings are still working on this debris. And no, we do have lairs. We're getting roach speed. This is probably the most Heart of the Swarm Legacy of the Voidcast I have ever done. Nothing is different here. Getting additional gas. Ooh, that could be good. That could signal we need something there. Ah, morphing in Ravagers. There we go. This is definitely a Legacy of the Void replay. Thank you, Railgun, for making a couple of these units. Corrosive Bile, I don't think is fantastic against fellow roaches, just because it only does 60 damage. Although it does do an area of effect thing, and roaches tend to clump up. So I really don't know if that's going to be good or not. Pop goes the extractor, like pop goes the weasel, and finally Plurmorant says, you know what, I'm getting scouted by the overlords in this sky, but I don't care, I'm going to move out. Oh no, he's going to actually try to save the base. The Lings actually got through the debris. They're killing workers as best they can. The roaches to respawn do manage to clean them up though. Poor things are on auto attack. They should be run away, but instead Railgun's attention is elsewhere, and they end up dead. So what was that? Did they actually not kill a worker? That's impossible. They had to have killed a worker. I don't know. Alright, so here we come. Pure Roach for Plurmorant. Meanwhile, we have some Ravagers mixed in for Railgun, which means the curse of not making Legacy of the Void units will actually hit Plurmorant. So here come Roaches with a good concave there, catching something in the front. Corrosive Bile landing on nothing because it's easy to dodge, and I think that should be changed, but again, that's just my opinion. Third base has been up for quite a while for Railgun, though. It is still 52 Harvesters and 3 base to 3 base. So pretty even stuff right now. Roaches Ravagers moving on out across the map, going up ramps and down ramps, and bringing some Hydras would be good if just to kill. So 5 Corrosive Biles will kill an Overlord. That's pretty good. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. It's just on a cooldown. It's not like it's energy, so might as well use it when you can. Here we come. Big accidental attack. Roaches Ravagers actually doing a great job. Corrosive Bile landing again, missing everything, including his own units, but that's it. Trying to take the high ground. Plurmorant still doesn't like the location that he's at. He's trying to retreat, trying to get out of here. Is there a way for him to go? I don't know. Roaches on the high ground. Do they manage to snipe down a roach? No, they do not. The roaches do manage to escape along this area, catching another Overlord though, and supply blocking Plurmorant. So interesting play. Good choice using the Corrosive Bile. What is it Railgun up to here? More and more roaches streaming across the map. More and more Ravagers being morphed in as well. Oh, it looks like those are actually from Plurmorant. So here we come. It is a Roach Ravager. Another Overlord dies. And is this going to be the final attack? Is this what we all came here to see? I do not know. Actually getting a Hydralisk Den, though, is Railgun. Excellent. That's what I like. One of the roaches dies to the acid saliva. Corrosive Bile, again, whiffing on everything important. They've killed a lot of Overlords with the Corrosive Bile, but that's about it. More and more Ravagers coming in here as well. +2 missile attack on the way for Plurmorant. Just kind of dancing back and forth. Man, those Corrosive Bile misses are just... They're both missing. That's hilarious. That is actually kind of funny. Oh boy. Getting Burrow and Tunneling Claws. So Burrow move coming up for Railgun at the same time, as well as missile attacks level 2 for our friend Plurmorant. Wait, who's getting the Hydralisk Den? Is that actually... Oh, big attack and whiff, 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 whiff. And whiff, 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 whiff. That's hilarious. Holy smokes. Small Roach Hit Squad going to try to kill this base while everyone's attention is up here. Is the Hydralisk Den actually in Plurmorant's base? I don't know. Who's making Hydras? Oh, it is Railgun. Okay, where is that Hydra Den? Oh, there it is. Morphing into a Lurker Den. Exactly. The Roaches are trying to focus down that base. Nope, not going to happen. But the reinforcing Roaches actually getting a pretty good concave here. But the whole army is here. Railgun is forced to retreat. This group would probably move in and do some damage because everybody's moving to defend that third base. And there we go. Now moving back out. But no, Railgun does not actually want to do that quite yet. Meeting up with the rest of his roaches. Everybody's maxed out. Plurmorant is maxed out. Okay, Railgun's at 179, but I think he's saving some supply for Lurkers. Corrosive Bile being used to somewhat great effect, killing one of these Ravagers. Plurmorant, I think he knows, has the bigger army, and what's the upgrade advantage at? +1, +0, +0, +0 for Railgun, though. That is not good for him. Corrosive Bile, yeep! Being dropped close to his own Overlord here. Corrosive Bile almost killing one of Railgun's by Plurmorant, I have to imagine. Zooming out here, once again, the dance of the roaches is underway. Spine crawler. Inject, Queen 25, go! Yes, excellent. So much easier to do that now. Roaches and Ravagers trying to take down this debris. for Plurmorant. And is Railgan going to try to catch this from behind and trap them inside is the question. Are we burrow moving? Did somebody burrow? Nope. That was the debris falling down. And the huge army is here at the third base. The hatchery dies almost immediately. The queen as well moving on in. Plurmorant finding an avenue to start killing stuff. Lurkers do burrow. Is there an overseer with this army? I don't know. Oh, the lurkers though. What are you doing, lurkers? No lurkers. Oh, the lurkers. I think they were hotkeyed with the rest of the army. And they ended up dead, leaving a few lurkers and ravagers to hold this line while the rest of the army takes down the hive, dies immediately, and just get the heck out of there. Plurmorant using hit and run tactics, take another base of his own, but he does lose his own third base to these roaches from Railgan and being forced to retreat. It's 199 to 166 supply. Railgan again being down in that worker count. These roaches left as sacrificial roaches to allow the rest of the army to escape, but the roaches with the burrow move are actually the bane of Plurmorant's existence right now, and popping up right now and killing all these drones would be nice. Railgan? Oh, they're all gone. Maybe waiting for round 2, I suppose. Oh, maybe should have let that finish or get started and then kill it. Yeah, I don't know, but here come more roaches. The burrow move, again, moving past them. Are there overseers on the map right now for Plurmorant? And the answer is yes, there are 2, but I don't know where they are. Bopping up again, going to try to take out this lurker den, doing a pretty good job of it. What are our upgrades at? It's +1 attack now. Do we get it? Yes. And burrow out of there. Nope, there's overseers. It doesn't matter. All those roaches are going to die, but taking out that lurker den was a nice pickup because Railgun still has his. And lurkers are pretty good in ZVZ, as we've seen so far in my channel. Roaches, hydras, moving on out. A small group being tasked to take out this 4th base. Can't really defend it, unfortunately, but lurkers at the top of this ramp is pretty nice as well, especially with roaches in support. Coming back are the ravagers. They didn't want to leave this group alone if they were going to die, so they do actually head on back out to kill that 4th base now that this position is firmly entrenched and established. Railgun sending another hit squad of burrow move roaches maybe to kill this base and try to do that because the ravagers kill that queen. This base as well going to die. This basic attack, the plasma discharge, does do 18 damage, so it's not bad. It hits pretty well. Roaches do 18 damage as well with the acid saliva, but these things burn rather than melt things with the saliva, so that base ends up dead. Where'd that roach hit squad go? Here they are. They're still here. They're going to pop out, try to take down that just completed hatchery. A full surround, though, with the roaches and the hydras. Dang, wrong button again. What happened? There we go. Roaches, hydras on top of everything. All the lurkers are being focused out at the same time, but they're doing tons and tons of damage. Reinforcing roaches coming from the top, trying to kill what they can. But once again, all the lurkers are dead. And their retreat again. Plurmorant does leave the game, though. Having lost this base and lost this base, he recognizes it was time to go. And that's it. Railgun is victorious in this ZVZ despite losing his 3rd base and his main. Wow, I didn't think he'd come back from that, but he did. Lurker positioning is pretty darn good. And that's it. So this has been FalconPaladin with yet another daily Blizzard upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you heard and what you saw today. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thanks for watching, and you take care of yourself.